We Americans love our junk food, but all those empty calories are hurting our pocketbook in the form of skyrocketing healthcare costs to treat medical conditions related to obesity, including diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis. Now, a new study indicates that putting a tax on junk food could help reduce obesity rates and improve our nation's health, both physically and fiscally. Across the country, a growing number of cities and states want to reduce consumption of sugary drinks by taxing them, and they've got the data to back it up. Researchers at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill say that as the price of sodas and other junk foods rise, people tend to consume less, and their body weight and overall calorie intake also appear to decrease. A recent study examined more than 5,000 adults who were ages 18 to 30 at the start of the study in 1985. Researchers followed the participants' weight fluctuations and dietary changes over 20 years and also compiled food price data for the same time frame. Researchers estimate, based on their findings, that an 18% tax on foods like pizza, fast food, and soda would result in a decline of about 56 calories in one day. This would correlate into a weight loss of about 5 pounds per year per person, they said. Researchers suggest that if the government were to adjust the price of junk foods and sugary beverages, it could steer adults toward a more healthy diet. And since current healthcare costs associated with the treatment of conditions related to obesity are estimated at more than $75 billion, the junk food tax could also help take a bite out of our national budget. Now on to more chipper news. Let's turn things over to the lovely Ms. Yvonne McCarthy to see what's new and exciting in the world of weight loss surgery on the World Wide Web.
Hey guys, Yvonne McCarthy with the Weight Loss Surgery channel. Today I'm sharing one of my posts. There are two types of people, anchors and motors. You want to lose the anchors and get with the motors because motors are going somewhere and they're having more fun. The anchors just drag you down. That's a quote by Wyland. We have these people in our lives that are called dream stealers. They tell you that your dreams and your goals are a waste and constantly try to drag you back down to their level. You can easily identify these people with their victim mentality and mediocre standards. They are toxic people, and you would be doing yourself a big favor by being totally alone than to expose yourself to these people that suck the life out of you. Whether it's certain friends or someone on Facebook or a person on the discussion boards, that is a constant stream of negative judgments, criticisms, blaming and complaining. Misery certainly loves company, and why would you want to expose yourself to that? So many of us want to fix these people. I did it for a lot of years, but I learned my lesson. Instead of hanging out with the dream stealers, I want to hang out with the winners. Raising the bar is the way to get yourself up out of the mud. There will always be people who find it necessary to say something unkind about someone else in order to make themselves feel more important. And it's even worse when they acquire vulnerable followers and start this mob mentality that grows and grows. Pretty soon the toxicity is infectious. Step away from the toxic people. Run away from the anchors. When you hang out with the winners, you'll start to think and act like them, and your dreams and your goals will be celebrated instead of shot down every time you express an opinion. Will you stumble sometimes? Sure you will. Get back up, try another way, try going over, around, and through, and if it doesn't work, you do it again. And when you're in the midst of trying again, who do you want next to you? An anchor or a motor? Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. I'm Yvonne McCarthy, and I'll see you next week on WLS on the World Wide Web. Bye.
Yvonne is a sweetheart. She's an awesome person, an awesome inspiration to us all.
Yvonne does not just talk the talk, she walks the walk about what's important in life and what she thinks changes for people.
Yvonne is so positive that she makes me want to be a better me.